What is going on, y'all? It's your boy Rish. Thank you for tuning in to another video. We are back with TSXs, of course. This time with the rebuild at the moment, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but we're on the camera now. I'm trying to start recording on the camera vlog style like this again instead of the GoPro, because I know this is better quality. Start focusing on the quality this year and start producing way more. Right now I popped open the hood because I got a battery strap. Got it for like $7, and then I noticed this right here. So that's an issue. Very. I don't know why it's like so moist. It is rubbing over here on the power steering as it's moving because it's literally right on it. So I guess it's been chunking away. So yeah, we got to do that. So the plans are, I want to take it for a little ride with the tune I have right now, and I'm gonna data log it, and then I'm gonna switch over to the custom tune that I had for the white TSX with minor adjustments and stuff. And then I'm gonna data log it because it does pull harder, I believe, with that tune, but it's specific for this car and the setup that it had. So we'll see how it works. If there's like detonation and stuff like that, it's a little bit more problematic or something. So I kind of want to do a little bit of testing. And then I also have the tune for like the crackle tune and all that, but it's on a stock exhaust, so it's probably not gonna be like too much, but it probably is because I have a test pipe. So we'll see. I might have to end up switching that on and going from there.
Y'all, I found the radio thing to this right here, and it works. It works.
Music works in this car again. Sweet. So that wasn't broken. The clock light, that's what we needed. But yeah, I did a poll and my car said no. Check engine light came back on. Fine, all this other time, you know, especially after the oil pressure switch. No, it's not. Maybe it's low on oil again. Maybe she a guzzler. I don't know, dude. I'm gonna have to check it out. The strap that I bought didn't work. It's completely like wrong. So I just use zip ties. Zip tie the world. The thing's dirty, but we'll see what the check engine light is about once we get home, and kind of see all that, because it sounds good, dude. It sounds like I have a little turbo schooling, man, with that induction sound. I don't think VTEC is engaging. I don't believe VTEC is engaging, so we'll see how this sounds. It sounds good, but nope. It's like the same problem as before. Got the FlashPro in hand. I made a little adjustment at VTEC, and hopefully me raising the engagement, because it was set at 4,500, I just put it up to 4,800. Hopefully it stops triggering the oil pressure switch, because it was working for a little bit and now it's not on the rebuild. We'll see if this does it. Not, I'm gonna have to try to get like an OEM oil pressure switch and then try that. I did a new VTEC solenoid gasket when I did the whole valve cover stuff, so they shouldn't be clogged or nothing. I'm using the right oil. It's either oil pressure switch or this tune little thing, so we'll see. Y'all on the big cam right now. Yeah. Plug her in. Sometimes it takes a little bit for it to start blinking, and you're like, held the fucking button for a while, so. Now we wait for the whole, and then we're gonna go. Alrighty. Let's go. Let the car warm up a little bit and we'll go. to fix the issue. So it worked for a little bit. I mean, drove around for a while, did a bunch of pulls, and it was fine. Now it's not.
If you want to do one pull, you can.
Yeah.
You also do like a car throttle, just cruise.
Yeah. Cruising right now.
Try to keep the throttle as stable as possible.
It didn't feel as smooth.
Ow.
Manhole.
13% fuel. Before it was at 10 at idle, which is like still high. It should be a 0. But yeah, you want to drive around with this?
Mm-hmm.
Just a quick around the block, see if it's any different or seems
See what's going on. Alright.
What up, y'all? I'm on the phone with my Rust homie, who's kind of a tuner. Just messing around with the TSX, seeing if he sees anything fucked up that I don't see, or things within the tune and whatnot, and try to help it run a little bit better, maybe. Because it's just been a little doggy dog.
Definitely pulling less timing, like it's not knocking as much.
I guess that's better.
Yeah, less detonation. It is still a little rich, so we could pull some fuel out of it.
Yeah, for sure, if we could do that.
Yeah, you can shut it off. You're good. You just gotta pull up the data log. Once you really got into throttle here, maybe a few times, but really here is only where under load basically is where you would need to pull at least 1 degree, because it's only pulling 2 to 3. So you start with 1. You don't want to pull 2 right away. Right? So this, you can see the entire time you drove it, it only pulled 3 degrees at most, or maybe whatever at the end.
4.
So it's definitely like a little bit closer. So yeah, if you would pull, 2 degrees in this section and then 1 degree in other sections or whatever, it'd be fine, It's pretty close. Or a little bit of ethanol would probably fix most of this shit.
Nice.
Want to go pull up to the gas station? Good morning. So last night, you guys seen, I was with a homie that's from Canada, and he does some tuning and stuff. That's my Rust homie. Get a little bit of E85, just a little bit, and fill up on 93 just to have a little bit of that compensation with ethanol. See if we'll stop dumping as much fuel, less knock, and all that. So we'll test that out. I've never done that before, but apparently it's safe to do so in small amounts, like a splash of E85. So we're gonna go test that out. 17, I need to get some flex fuel. This man's hot rod over here, bro. Spiffy. Alright, y'all, so we just put 8.5 gallons of 93. Look at this. A lot of people pulling up to this Thornton's. A lot of stuff going on. So it's gonna take a little bit for it to start actually mixing and whatnot. I'm letting like the fuel mix up and stuff. We drove around for a while. I got a bunch of groceries and shit. So I just started the data log. I think the fuel should be kind of mixed. The car sounds a little bit better. It sounds like it's kind of smoother, a little less boggy. So we'll see. I need to do a pull and stuff, and hopefully the oil pressure switch doesn't trigger, because it didn't yesterday for some reason when we were doing all that. So we'll see. Maybe the car is feeling better now. Disabled on Honda either on this custom tune, which I thought it was because it didn't trigger yesterday when we swapped over and stuff, so it isn't. I guess there's a lot in the tune and the parameters and all that. You get to learn what things are going on with your car too, and that's something I'm trying to learn more. Shout out to the Rust homie because he literally took an hour to show me shit and fucking around with the tune and all that. So, oh yeah, car's feeling pretty good. I don't know if it's fully like mixed or whatnot, but I'll get back with you guys soon.
I never take a day off, work around the clock, my engineer getting paid off. Rock like Ace up, light the weed and take off.